I was that kid that never listened to the teacher. I was that kid that never did their homework. I didn't do any homework. I was in ISS constantly. I was in detention constantly. And I didn't really have that role model or whatever to someone to show me the way. So anyway, I joined the military, and the military kind of straightened me out. I mean, it really helped me. Then after a while, I kind of got tired of doing the military thing. So I was like, what do I want to do? And in me, I was like, I want to be a teacher. This is what I want to do. And I mean, especially in this area, there's a lot of young men that are going through things, and there's no father, there's no one there to be like, hey, it's okay. You're going to be okay. And I think that being a teacher gives me a chance to actually do that.
We had posted our stuff on a Teachers national web base, and we had submitted our stuff, and Clarksville just kind of reached out to us and said, we think you'd be a good fit. So we logged on to the CMCSS website, we kind of looked around, and then started emailing some principals and asking questions. And when they got back to us, it was just sort of like, wow, this might be a really good fit for us. They seem to care really about the kids, and they're challenging their teachers. There's a lot of professional development opportunities. This sounds like a place where we might really want to be.
I have taught literally around the country and around the world. I've taught in Korea, I've taught in Washington State, I've taught in New York. This district is no joke. It was probably the most organized, most efficient. I couldn't believe even when we walk into the district office that first day, and you have little stations, and they're all appropriate stations, they're all quick, they're all efficient. And I remember walking out of there like, whoa, they know what they're doing. They know how to, everything they did supported me all along the way. And I'm not new. I've been teaching for 14 years. This is not my first rodeo, but it is the first time that I've ever seen a district support their teachers in a way that I felt was useful and not a waste of my time.
From what I've seen throughout Montgomery County, the top-rate schools with great support, and it really comes from the top down. It's not just the kids and their parents, but the administration in each particular school, and the administration in central office does a great job of supporting and helping out the educators here in Montgomery County.
I'm definitely one that likes the challenge, and I will say it is hard. It is very rigorous here, but it just drives me even more because I want my class to be the one that had the 98% average. So it kind of lights that fire and makes you really, really challenge yourself. And it goes into my kids. My kids can see it too, where they're working even harder and they're trying really, really hard to get the best score possible. And I think that's fantastic, because then we have that competition between, classrooms of whose classroom is doing better, and, what can we do more to make ourselves better. So yes, it is a rigorous curriculum, it is a rigorous district, but it is so worth it, and you can see it in the kids, and you can see it in the rest of the faculty as well.
Professionally, it's probably the hardest I have ever worked. It is the hardest I've ever worked professionally, because I'm competitive, I like to keep up, I like to be at the top of my game, and there's a lot of people like that here. I stood out in other places, and here I have to work hard to stand out. Harder than I've ever had to work.
It's an excitement and a feeling that I can't even describe, to know that, out of all of the teachers in the world, they have chosen me, and what's special about me that has made them pick me. And having been here and working with the staff that is here, it's obvious to see that they do pick the best, because I am working with the best, and I see that every single day.
The great thing about Clarksville is, having lived everywhere that I've lived, it's a big city with tons of stuff to do, but at the same time it's that small town feel. It's not like, I live close to Atlanta, and that's a rat race every day. While you have a lot of places, restaurants, shopping, I'm a huge hunter and fisher, so I'm able to do that. You're able to do everything, but maintain that kind of sort of small town feel, to where you're not just lost in the crowd of everybody.
Every weekend we're discovering something new and exciting, and it seems to be like I have a daughter, and there's just so many family-friendly things for us to do with her that we didn't have back home.
So I think for me, why CMCSS is because my kids went to school 2 years before I got out of the Army. And this is no doubt the best district that they ever been into. And since I was in the military, I've been to a lot of different places all over the country, and this by far is the best. I trusted them for 2 years with my kids, and my kids are doing wonderful. and I have teachers that really care about my kids. So if I see that, then I want to be a part of that, because I think that I can bring that too. It's not just about grades. It's about, making a difference, guiding them, being that extra shoulder when a military member may be deployed, or, just being that person to listen to them maybe after school. So I think that's what we provide here.
I would say if you're looking for a job where you've worked the hardest you've ever worked, but you're getting the best experience, true experience of what teaching is supposed to be, then this district would be it.